And good morning from the Utica Curling Club. Welcome all viewers to our morning webcast where we're going to bring you the final pool game in Pool A of the inaugural 2023 GNCC Open Championship. Our feature match this morning is Charlotte 2. They'll be playing the Redstones. Jimmy Rizucha at skip, Sarah Bush at third, Brian Krall at second, Michelle Simon at lead. And they'll be vying against Utica 2, playing the Yellow Rocks, skipped by Jason Golubski. Third, Eric Crumma. Second, Melissa Foote. And lead, Audrey Foote. Both of these teams are undefeated coming into this final pool game. The winner will advance directly to the championship semifinal. And we'll be bringing you the Pool B game later today. And we'll feature a couple of undefeated teams there as well who will be vying for that other coveted semifinal championship spot. Looks like Utica will have the last rock advantage here in the first end, playing the Yellow Rocks. And we're underway. Beautiful spring Easter weekend here in Utica. And we're very pleased to be able to host this inaugural open event. This is an open format event, any combination of men and women shooting in any order. We have quite a variety of teams out here, from competitive mixed teams to all men and a mishmash. Been a great event so far. Michelle's rock floated into the rings, and Audrey Foote with a takeout attempt here. This one's running a bit wide. It's been running a bit straight on this line over the weekend. It's just going to nudge the rock over. Now a chance for Michelle Simon to guard up. And the guard came up a bit short, so now a chance for Audrey Foote to redeem herself after the first takeout attempt. Jason Golubski going to have her come the other way at this. First one ran straight. This one's curling right out of hand. Sweeping for a piece here, and I'm not sure they're going to catch enough. It's going to noodle it again. Apparently a little tricky spot there. Curled pretty hard one way, not the other. Now a chance for a second, Ryan Krall to throw guard over this shot stone. Shot stone's in a good spot, sitting top four. Again, not much curl off that 4-foot line, just a little bit of late break. Just about edge on edge. Shot stone is open. Now Melissa Foote Or Utica will try a little hit and roll away. Pretty good pace on this one. Gonna curl up real nice. And if they can hang this around, it'd be perfect. And really nice shot there by Melissa Foote. Hit and roll out to the wings. Ryan Crawl with a come around attempt. Going to come up the straight side here. Or the straighter side. And just not enough pace on that one. Now a chance for Melissa Foote and Team Utica to sit 2 by drawing this one behind the center guard. Don't want to go too deep here. Maybe top 8. And you don't want to be lined up the middle with hammers. So now a chance for Charlotte to get around. Looking at the tap up instead. That's the other option. Third, Sarah Bush. Her first. Looking for a straight tap here. This rock is hanging on that 4-foot line. Starting to break. Still going to clip the guard. And that red rock biting the top 12 is the danger rock. I think that rock has to go. See if you can roll into the rings here behind the corner. Third, Eric Crumma for Utica with his first. Looks like they're just going to try to go around that center guard. They get around, Charlotte will probably just run it. Curling it nice here, but it's going to be behind T-line. And back 4, not buried. Chance for Sarah Bush now for Charlotte to sink one behind their own guard. Freeze to shot stone wouldn't be terrible. This one's running wide. And just a bit heavy. Now a chance for Utica to cover up that stone in the back 4, which is a bit of a liability at the moment. Aaron Crumma with his second. We'd love to Christmas tree these. Just get half under the red guard on the center line and half cover the rock in the back 4. Again, this one's hanging out a little bit, not curling. Don't want to come deep with this. Stops top 8. Utica now sitting 3. Chance for Charlotte to do a hit and roll. Not sure it's going to be easy for them to get shot, but they should be able to cut Utica down to 1 for the time being. I think regardless, Jimmy Rzutcha is going to have to hit something to reduce the count of yellow stones here. Could play a slash double here. Roll partly under the corner. Or he could hit and roll under to top of the 4-foot. Maybe not for shot, but for second shot. First skip rock here in the first end for Charlotte. Looking for a little hit and roll. This one's curling hard. Just noodled the rock in the top 8 and took out shot stone and rolled a back button. A great outcome for Charlotte. There is a little drag effect shot here on these top 2 stones. I think if you hit this top red just a little bit on the high side, you can probably drive this yellow straight back onto shot rock. Looks like Jason Galupsi's just going to clear that center guard. Hit this just a little on the high side, you might get the run double. A little low, you get a run double too. First rock, first end for Jason Galupsi. Looking to run this center guard through. It's pretty close. No, it's just going to be a single peel. Almost got the run there. Kind of a tweener. Got some yellow rocks to run now, though. And keep an eye on this pair of rocks because I think the drag shot is there. Again, if you just hit this red rock on the high side, this yellow will go to the right. And it should easily be possible to hit shot rock. Pretty lonely red rock in the rings. Charlotte sitting 1, back button. Utica sitting 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And shot stone needs a little protection. It would be ideal. Jimmy Rzutcha here could just get the stone he's throwing just behind that red-yellow combo and half cover shot rock. Looks like he's going to throw a hit here. Sits 3rd shot though, so now an opportunity for Jason Galupsi to take out shot rock for a deuce here in the first end. Plenty of room through the port here. Last rock, first end. Jason Golubski looking for hit and stick here for a deuce. And just not going to curl up. That's a really straight spot. And it'll be a steal of one for Charlotte here in the first end. Missed opportunity for Utica. Looking back on that first end, they might have thought about clearing that center guard early in the end. So after one, Charlotte 1, Utica nothing. Utica with yellow rocks will have last rock advantage here in the second end. We'll keep you up to date on the other scores as the ends are completed. All the other games still in the first end. High off center guard by Charlotte here. Jason Golubski's going to have Audrey Foote come around the wide side. Didn't curl much there, but rolled into the 12-foot. Michelle Semin with her second. Also going around the outside. This one will get in the rings. I'm not sure it's going to be buried. Going to be accessible. This side didn't get played much here in the first end. Going to be a little slow on this side. So it's still going out a bit. Now coming back. Yeah, just didn't get enough. Pokes it under the center guard. Unfortunate result there for Audrey. No chance for Charlotte to guard up. Now one Crawl looking to throw an additional guard here on Shot Rock. Establish a double guard. Line looks really good. Now time to peel the guards. Couldn't get a double peel here. Jason Gloops could be glad to get rid of both of these guards. Open up shot rock. Improve things. Put a corner guard over their rock on the side. Open up shot rock. Did leave one center guard in play though. Wanted to hit that rock just a little bit higher. Ryan Crawl with another guard attempt here. I'd love to get this one in behind the current guard. And that's pretty good. Need to peel that as well. Gonna have to keep Charlotte busy with the guards here until they get a chance to remove shot stone. Melissa Foote with her first, or second, sorry. Just looking to move a guard here. That's a nice shot. Successful peel. Sarah Bush looking to replace the guard. Got a little wider on this one. Not sure this will curl up enough. Looking maybe for a little tick. And just missed the tick. Now a chance for Eric Crumma now to get at shot rock. Roll under the center guard and sit two. So a great opportunity here now for Utica to establish their deuce here in the second end. Haven't put a broom to it yet. They may not like the result of this. Is this going to go over the top? It will not. Jammed on their own stone. And now Charlotte sits 1 and 3. Utica sits second rock. Looks like the Utica team has been caught wide here on a few takeouts here early in the game. Gotten them behind the 8 ball. Sarah Bush with another guard attempt here. This one looks a little heavy. And that was going to come right in. That's going to leave a potential double attempt here. Unfortunately, rolled away a little bit. There is a double. There's a double available. There's a double here. This one should go out. Should be able to sit 1-2 at least. Eric Crumma, his second. Looking to catch shot rock here. Hit it right. Should be able to get a double. Half a rock. Not a lot of weight here. And again, just got wide, caught wide again. It's nice weight, just didn't move. Charlotte having a discussion here about whether or not they should guard shot rock or chase off second rock. Taking a little risk by throwing the guard, but you're in a great steal position. Charlotte is sitting first and third, so probably wouldn't drop more than 2 even if they missed the guard. And that guard attempt comes. It looks like the ice might be keying up on this line. It's fooling the players a little bit. Now there's a double, maybe a triple. Well, there's a double here. I think you're going to get a jam. Catch this one thin. That one will jam on the yellow. This one goes. Yeah, got to catch the top one a little thin. It may not go completely away, but Utica should be able to get shot rock with this really thin in off. Hit this a little thick, they'll probably sit 2 and 3. Tricky little shot here. I don't think they can get rid of all 3 rocks because of the jam on their own yellow. Probably can't catch this too thin. Pretty soft weight. Need to catch it thin. And just need more weight. Good second stone though. And Utica may be looking at playing the run back for their single. Probably the best option for Charlotte would be to freeze one on top of that yellow second rock. I'm concerned about the in-off, but that's pretty thin. Utica will have this in-off. Trying to get this rock off the button and maybe score 2, but it's a little risky. They could come off their own yellow as well. Putting a red stone right there would be pretty good. Or you could just remove that yellow stone. Wouldn't be a bad result either. Last rock second in for Charlotte. This one's curling hard. I don't think they expected that. Don't know if that was actual curl or if they turned that in. Certainly went very hard. Not sure what they're calling here. They might be calling the round the world shot here. I don't know if it's there. Might be looking to play this and push this out this way. Gotta throw a ton of weight though to do that. Or if they're just playing the straight tap. Last rock, second in, Jason Golubski. And they did the round the world shot, but it's just not enough weight, and it's going to be another steal of one for Charlotte. They now lead 2-0 after 2. Utica playing the Yellow Rocks will have last rock advantage here in the third end. Utica's had their chances first 2 ends. They had a chance at a couple deuces early. Still in the game here, need to grab their deuce this end. They've had the setup for 2, just haven't been able to convert. Story of the game so far, they've been just caught a little bit wide on some takeouts early in this game. Ice maybe running a little straighter than they expect with upweight shots. In other games, Ocean State leads Rochester 2 on sheet 2, 1-0 after 1. Utica 4 grabbed the 4 spot in the first. They lead Pittsburgh 4-0 after 1. Those games now just completing their second end. We'll update you as soon as those ends are complete. In our future game, Charlotte leads Utica 2-0 after 2 ends. Two stolen ends for Charlotte. And a nice takeout there by Andre Foote. I think Charlotte would be very happy to trade hits here. No, maybe not. They're going to throw a center guard. Seems a little risky up 2. He'd be happy to burn an end here with a 2-point lead. That guard just over center line, or just over the hog line, sorry. Couple options here for Utica. They could go top 8 behind the center guard, or you could just split the rings. That guard is so high, it's really not too much in play. Could just go out to the 12-foot. Andre Foote's just going to try to go around top 4 here. Curling up really nice. And where's the weight? Want to be above T. And that's unfortunate. That goes behind T line. Creates a really nice pocket for Charlotte to draw in front of. One key to this game is keeping your rocks above the tee line. They can't be made any better once they're behind the tee line. They can only get further away from the pin. Once they're back there, they'll come around the tent by Ryan Crawl. Come right into or above the pocket. And he's going to tap another rock back, and he's dead frozen on the back. They've got to, Utica's got to unlock that. They need to tap that rock and free up the backing so that red rock can be removed later. Melissa Foot with her first. This looks a little wide. Don't know if it's going to curl up in time. Now, golden opportunity for Charlotte to go top four and block off access to their shot stone in the back four. Perfect spot here would be top four. And that one's a little heavy also. Well, the tables have turned a bit. Now there's a pocket for Utica. Got to get to the inside here, though. Can't be wide. And wide again. Starting to come a little now. Not going to be ideal. Had to wait a long time on that to curl. Again, the story of the game is Utica's just been wide on pretty much everything. Either taking too much ice or getting outside the broom. Now a chance for Charlotte to dunk another one in the pocket. They're sitting two already. Sarah Bush with her first. This one's a bit wide also. They're trying to push it over. Starting to move it a little bit. And this will be a fine shot. This is going to get to the inside and poke the yellow back. And now Utica's in a huge amount of trouble. Three stones into 4 foot behind the center guard. Utica's caught behind tee line. Rock they need to move is the one on the top four. I think it's accessible with light weight. Could run the center guard, but I think Charlotte would just tap the rock into the pocket and then be impossible to score. Eric Krama looking to move that rock on the top 4. Looks like a pretty good shot here. Not bad. They created a pocket and unlocked the back. That was really important to move their Yellowstone off the backing. So now Utica's opened up a pocket they can get to from either direction. Probably the best option here is for Charlotte to put a rock back right on the top 4. Trying to cut off access to the pin. Now they're caught behind T-line. That may give Utica a chance to salvage the end for a single. Sarah Bush with her second here. It's a pretty good result, but it is going to leave options now for Utica. They've got the outturn. This is probably their best option, is to come around this way. And would love to curl into this position. Just to draw into the pocket. Runs really straight here. At least has early in the end. Early in the game here. Eric Krama with his second here, looking to grab a piece of the button here with a draw. Very tricky spot. Starting to curl now. Trying to get to the inside. That's a pretty good shot. Didn't get shot stone, I don't think. Yeah, maybe shot stone. It's really close. Very fine shot by Eric Krama. Might save the end here. Looked like that was going to curl in very nicely. Just backed up a little bit around the hog line and then didn't quite finish enough. But a very fine shot nevertheless. I think they are shot stone. And the question is, can Charlotte get inside that yellow? They love to get inside this yellow and roll into the pin area. Trying to push this rock over. It just doesn't want to curl. Yeah, and Utica's still shot stone, but it's a tenuous shot stone. Now with a red stone above it. I think Utica's going to have to guard that. Jason Golubski looking to play a hit and roll off this yellow. Coming off his zone into the 4-foot. They could draw it here too. I think they're looking at the hit and roll though. Need to make this one. If you don't make this one, Charlotte's going to run their red into the shot stone and move it to the back 4. And that would spell trouble. This is a critical shot here in the third end. Jason Golubski looking to come off his own here. Roll to the pin and sit 2. Soft weight. And this one's going to overcurl. Just not enough weight on that one. And now trouble brewing. Charlotte runs their red in. I think all Jason Golubski will have left is that same in-off again. Now Charlotte's looking at using the Yellowstone as themselves. Same logic applies. You have to make it, or Jason Golubski and the Utica team will have a chance for a deuce. Seems to be another option is just to run this red in and see if you can roll that to the pin, push this one to the back 4. Jimmy Rizzuccia is going to look to take away Jason Golubski's in-off. Last rock third in for Charlotte. Looking for the in-off here. Curling hard. Pretty thin, and it's going to go to the back 4. Now chance for a deuce. For Utica, they've got an open draw. Need to get close to the button area for their deuce. They've got 1 in the bank. Just looking to curl into the button. You like these shots to the skip. You got 1 in the bank and a fairly risk-free shot at a deuce. I think Jason can even come to the back reds and score as well. I think even a freeze on this back red is going to be shot stone. Just make sure you throw the weight here. Got a giant pocket to draw to. Last rock, third end. Jason Golubski trying to draw for a second point. Can't hurt this if the line is good. Going on the back stone is fine. And just didn't get out there. It over curls. And it's only 1, a single for Utica, but they're on the board. They now trail 2-1 after 3. And Charlotte playing the Red Rocks will have last rock advantage in the 4th end. You know, the game's Rochester 2 leads Ocean State 2-1 after 2. On sheet 4, they haven't hung the score from the second end. They're playing the third. The last report we have is that Utica 4 leads 4-0. Oh, they're hanging the score now. It's 4-2 after 2. Utica 4 leads Pittsburgh. Just completing the third end now. And a steal of 3 for Pittsburgh. They now lead 5-4 after 3 hits of play. Now, feature games 2-1 Charlotte after 3 ends of play. We're in the fourth end. And lots of guards in play here in the fourth end. That certainly would be in Utica's favor. They're looking to steal this end. Well, it's a foot with a come-around attempt. Line was really good. Maybe misjudged the weight on that. Just waited a little long to get going. Looked like that could have been right on the forefoot. I think at some point here, Charlotte's got to think about opening up. Now a chance for you to tap up one of their yellow stones. Swing a little wide again and heavy. Well, it came down in a hurry, though. It's going to go to the back 12. Utica now setting 3. And Ryan Crawl looking to get rid of some yellow stones here. Now leaves a couple hook guards though. Now a chance for Utica to draw around those two. There will be no runbacks with those overlapping guards. Need to find the right weight here. Eric Crummett here would just love to be able to grab just a little bit of the top four here. Apply some pressure to the Charlotte team that's so far been in control. Boy, it looked like that was going to finish hard, and it just straightened out. Nice shot, though. Going to be hard to remove. Sarah Bush being asked to do some cleanup here, get rid of these overlapping guards. And that wasn't exactly what they had in mind. Red one jammed. I think a guard might be in order over that red stone. They're going to run that in. I think right on the 4-foot line, maybe maybe a 2-3, maybe a 2 guard would be ideal. Don't want to queue up an angle for them on that red stone, that's for sure. Don't want to be too close here. Or you got to be corner frozen. That's a good rock. We'd like maybe another inch or two of curl, but not bad. Sarah Bush being asked to remove the guard just thrown. And a really good result. Angles were there for that all day long and well executed. And Charlotte shot rock. Everything is behind T-line here. I'd be tempted just to go around top 4 with a draw. I'm not sure sitting 2 behind T-line is a huge advantage here. You're trying to steal. Jason Galupski with his first, looking to draw around top 4. And this spot has been really straight today. Some late finish, but just maybe too much ice there. Just did not move. Chance for Charlotte now, hit and roll under sit 2. Don't want to get caught wide here on this shot. Could jam on your own shot stone. Again, this one is curling early. And rolls for shot behind the corner again. Now Charlotte sits 2. Still think the shot is the draw to the top 4. Gonna have to stick it here though. Big end brewing for Charlotte. They have the last rock advantage here in the 4th end. This one's finishing better. Need to get it tucked under. That's a good spot. Top button. Fully buried. Question is, how much curl can you get with weight here? Jason Galupski's last didn't clear the guards by much and didn't really finish. The question is, what happens if you throw weight here? Need to throw back 4 weight to score 1. A little more than that if you want to score 3. I think Charlotte would be happy to score a single here. Jason's rock maybe came just about 2 feet too deep. But it is fully buried. Last rock, 4th end, Charlotte. Jimmy Rizucha looking to score a single here at least. And the answer is it doesn't curl much with weight here, and that'll be a steal of 1 for Utica. And we are all tied at the midway point. 2-2 after 4 ends of play. Charlotte with the red rocks will have the last rock advantage in the fifth end. In other games, Ocean State's come back. They now lead Rochester 5-2 after 3. Pittsburgh leads Utica 4-5-4 after 3. Our feature game is a good one. We're all tied up 2-2. Here in the fifth end. Nice come around by Michelle Simon right to the top 8. Now Audrey Foote. Don't want to bounce here. Just a little heavy. Chance for Charlotte to sit 2 here. And they do. In pretty good position. Yeah, I think you need to remove a red stone here one way or another. There's no double, that's a jam. These 3 rocks are at a perfect right angle. 1, 2, 3. So that top one's going to jam all day long with the double. Hit roll off the back one looks like the right call. And make it a nice roll here. And nicely done, right to the button. Ryan Crawl looking to do a little tap here. And this line's run really straight, especially with weight. You could guard or freeze here on that red stone. Get in behind would be perfect. Don't want to be in, I don't think. Don't want to leave a chance for Charlotte to spill any more detritus into the rings. Utica sitting 1-3. Charlotte's second rock in good controlling position. So a good guard here is probably the best option. If you're going to corner, that's probably not the bad side to corner on, so. Angles now favor Utica. Can't run the yellow guard. The red one goes over the top. Might be a good time to clear the guard. I think Charlotte's looking for Ryan Crawl to maybe change these angles a little bit. Tap some stones around. Rearrange the angles in the forefoot. But this one looks like it may sail by. And it does. I think another guard, and Charlotte's chasing for sure. This one needs to be a little higher. Halfway in between the high guard and the top 12 would be great, just maybe half buried. Or over the hog line, that would be good too. I think they got it over. Not a bad spot. I think Charlotte's got to start moving some guards here. It's getting late. And this is just going to add to the pile of guards. I think if Utica passes for the rest of the end, they probably steal one. Very tempting to see if you can get to your yellow stone and run that red off, but if you open things up, you run the risk of allowing Charlotte to figure out a way to get their single. I was always taught that if you wanted to steal more than one, you got to steal one first. think Utica should be really happy if they can steal one this end. They're going to toss a guard. Just try to add to the pile that Charlotte has to remove to be able to get to shot stone. And just getting behind that yellow guard, that's a really great spot. And trouble brewing for Charlotte. It's hard to see how they're not going to give up steal this end. With Utica covering the pin. And really bad angles up front. Sarah Bush trying to throw a freeze, maybe a setup shot here so they can have something to jam in. And it's going to coast behind T-line. So no help there. And Jason Glupski just throws a guard on this outturned side. I don't think he'll have to throw his last rock. Guard anywhere up here. High's good. Don't want to be too close. First rock, fifth end for Jason Golubski. He's looking for a guard. Nothing deep here. Looks heavy. Do not want to be deep here. And it's coming down. Again, just got wide again. Didn't really accomplish what they wanted. There's still a path in. I think I wanted to throw that right on the 4-foot line to cut off any possible draw path or tap path into shot stone. And Jimmy Rizzuccia looking just to throw a little tap here. Can inch their red rock a little closer, maybe get the angles a little better so they can run one of the guards in. I think what he'd love to do here is line up that red rock in between the two yellows. Just touch it over a hair. And just nicked the guard. So the guard thrown by Jason Galuzzi did his job, just barely. And I think they need to put it back. A little bit better spot, hopefully, this time. Take a little less ice. I want to put this right on the 4-foot line. Needs to be right here. Oh, there's a run back. Run back, angle raise. A 1 or 2, depending on where the yellow stone goes. Not easy. This will be pretty close to on the nose. Red onto yellow. Last rock, 5th end. It's going to overcurl. Another steal of 1 for Utica, and they now grab a 3-2 lead in what's been a really tight game. All singles. So after 5, Utica 2, 3, Charlotte 2, 2. As we begin the 6th end here, Charlotte with the red stones will have last rock advantage. In other games, Ocean State leads Rochester 2, 7-2 after 4. They grabbed a steal of 2 in the 4th end. Pittsburgh grabbed a big steal of 5 in the 4th end. They now lead 10-5 over Utica 4. And that's after 5 ends of play. Our feature game, as we might have expected for these 2 undefeated teams in pool play, is a really tight one. Utica rink of Jason Galupki leads the Charlotte rink of Jimmy Rizucha 3-2 after 5 ends of play. Charlotte's still in a great position here. They've got the hammer here in the 6th end. They'll have, if things that go according to Hoyle, they'll have 2 hammers to 1 now to Utica. Really important to score here in the 6th end. You'd like to be tied or up, even ends late. So the most important thing for Charlotte this end is to make sure they get their single. Then if they can force Utica in the 7th, then they can come home down one with. That would be the worst case scenario. Grab a deuce here, then you'll be in control up one heading into the last two ends. Again, Utica just getting caught being a little wide on these come-arounds, especially here on the straight side. The come-around did not bury. Chance for Charlotte here to come down and freeze or tap out shot stone. Michelle Simmons' attempt looks a little tight. It looks like this is going to crash the guard. That'll actually over curl. Now a chance for Aubrey Foote to apply some pressure here if they can get around top house. Wouldn't mind being top 8 here at Christmas Tree. You'd love to get like half under here. Half under the guard and half protecting a rock on the back 4. Fighting top 4 wouldn't be a bad result either. Melissa Foote with her first. This looks a little hot. Might need to chip off their own stone. And they do. Good alternate call there. Utica rolls to back button. They now sit 2. Peel attempt here by Ryan Kroll. Looks like they're going to get the straight run. Going to jam it. Utica's position improves slightly. They're now top button instead of back button. Yeah, the ideal spot here to be to get around this red guard, top 12, top 8. Cut off the run back, and then you'll be guarding those 2 stones the rest of the end. Again, we're just wide, maybe a little heavy again. And not ideal spot. That's going to create a little pocket. I think Charlotte's still going to have to peel the guard. His tolerance on that last shot for Utica was certainly short, not back 4. Second peel attempt here by Ryan Kroll. Much better peel there, moved everything out of the way, and spilled a rock onto the rings as a bonus. That could be crucial because that's 3rd rock now. Charlotte can manage to double out the Utica stones. They have a deuce set up. Now Chroma being looked to throw a guard here on shot stone on top button. This was not light. And a little deeper probably than they wanted. Now a chance to throw a run here. Could probably get all these yellows moving. Unfortunate jam for Charlotte. They leave Utica sitting 1 and 2, but there are a couple reds on the rings, so I think a guard on that rock on the back 4 is going to be in order. Good news for Utica is they're sitting 1 and 2, so the force is in order if they can maintain that position. Here, Cromwell with the second. This one's way wide. Trying to salvage something here. Sit 3. Going to leave a pocket. Sarah Bush looking for hit and flop on top here. This one started curling early. Might have turned that win in just a hair. And Utica still sitting 1 and 2. Touched a lot of yellow stones. Utica just needs to sit 3. The question here is how deep do you want to bring this rock? If you bring it too deep, you make the run back a little easier. I think you want to be where if they play this double, they still won't be shot stones. So maybe just biting the 8-foot. Time's pretty close here. Starting over curl. Probably over curl a little too much. Now a chance for Charlotte to get to shot stone. And Jason want to be a little tighter on that. First rocks extend here for Jimmy Rizucha. Looking to remove shot stone. Just scanning the guard and remove shot stone. Charlotte now sitting shot. Jason Galewski will have to replicate that. Last shot, sixth end for Jason Galewski, looking to remove Charlotte's shot stone. And good result. Utica now sits 1-2. They should be able to get a force here. Last rock, sixth end. Jimmy Rizucha looking to remove shot rock. Grab his single here. This one's hanging a bit. And that one stayed outside, a little too much weight, and that'll be another steal for Utica. They've been pecking away since the third end. They now lead 4-2. After six, Charlotte will have the last rock advantage in the seventh end, playing the Red Stones. And the tables have turned a bit here in our feature game. Charlotte now finds themselves down 1 here in the 7th end. They need to go hard for a deuce here. And Charles Rock slipped into the rings. This will give Utica a chance to move it. Nice sweep there by Audrey Foote. Now Charlotte looking to throw a corner guard on the opposite side. Sweepers haven't offered at this. Looks like it'll settle in. And that's in a great spot. Melissa Foote being asked to come around this corner first and choke off the corner for Charlotte. Again, just got a little wide on this again. Going to wind up being a center guard. Actually, probably help Charlotte now with more guards in play. They'll try to get around their corner now. Set up there too. Ooh, this looks light and started it just a bit. This is going to be on the guard early. Now the plot thickens with 3 guards in play. Getting a little split on these yellow stones wouldn't be a bad thing. This looks wide again. Might be able to catch this high side and split it in. Pretty good result. Shot stone is open though. Ryan Call looking to remove that top Yellowstone and do the long roll behind the corner. And this one is also out there, just going to push in Yellowstone. Got rid of one yellow. Pretty much the same shot they just threw, just a little tap up in behind the center guard would be ideal. Go right to top four. Eric Crumlow with his first. Okay, just looking at a little high side tap here. This one curling hard early. And just probably a little soft, just curled out of hand. Looking for probably back four weight there. That was closer to tight guard weight. Adds to the pile of guards up front. Pretty precise here to hit and roll inside. Nose wouldn't be a bad result. Looking for hack weight here. Hoping to get a little bit of an inside roll. Sarah Bush with her first. This one's hanging wide. Starting to come now. Not going to quite get to nose. So that's wide open. That'll be wide open for a Crumlow to remove. Got more room to roll inside now, though. To be honest, nose isn't all bad here. If you roll inside, Charlotte may just go around everything. Pretty much on nose, and that's actually not a bad spot. Now Charlotte will have to deal with that stone. If they roll inside, then I think Utica can go around the whole schmear. A little bit of cat and mouse here to decide who's going to get in first and where. Redstone is biting, so now that presents a problem for Utica. To remove that, they'll have to roll away. Or they could just go around the whole thing now. Bit of a tough decision. Computer's going to try to remove this shot rock. Soft weight. Probably the best you could do. They're always going to roll away when removing that stone, and now a chance for Charlotte to wrap around. Charlotte wraps this around, then Jason Golubski will have to follow whatever it is down and freeze and hope to cut the rings down. Good chance for Charlotte now. Jimmy Rizzuccia with his first, just looking to draw around. Oh, it looks like he's playing the hit and roll. A little surprised at that. Not sure I like that call. It's like usually if you want to get to a spot, it's easier to draw there than it is to play the hit and roll. Thought for sure they would call a wraparound draw to the top 4, top 8. And now with that biter on the 12-foot, if Jason Golubski can just hit the paint here, he'll get at least a force here in the 7th inning and come home up one with. If he can lock this one on the top 4, he might steal the end. Last rock 7th end for Jason Golubski. Looking for a come around top 4. Put some pressure on Charlotte. This one's got to be in the rings, otherwise the blank is in the offing. Need to roll it on the rings. And that might be good enough now for the force. Weight looked pretty good on that. Just looked like it over-curled. Now Jimmy Rizzuccia with his last, just looking to hit and stick for one here. Last rock's 7th end. This one curling hard. It's going to hang around. That'll be a single for Charlotte. They now trail 4-3 after 7. Jason Golubski and his Utica rink will have last rock advantage here. In the 8th end, leading by 1 and playing the Yellow Rocks. Charlotte looking to stack a guard here. In the 8th end. Need a couple guards to steal. Just over the hog line would be perfect. And that is a really beautiful guard there. And 2 good ones from Michelle Simon. And game on here in the 8th end. Don't want to be short here. And it's a counter. Well, game on for Charlotte. Time to wrap around, I think, one way or the other. Probably my top 4 here would be ideal. The only question really is what turn to throw. Is probably throw the one that gives you the most curl. So you've got some control as the rock comes down. I think that's going to crack the guard. Not altogether bad. Now they got 3 guards lined up, so certainly to Charlotte's advantage. I think it would be good to start peeling the guards. I think Charlotte's got a lot of work to do yet to maintain shot stone. Melissa Foot trying to get around first. Curling in beautifully. Is it going to go behind T-line? Pretty good throw. Just behind T. But that's going to give Charlotte a chance to get in. They can probably freeze for shot here with a good one, using that Utica stone as a backer. Question is, will this one stop in time? Line looks really good. Just overcurled at the last minute. Crashed the guard. Couple of red ones though to run in. Those red rocks are now the danger stones. If you can make it rolling underneath here would be ideal to cut off this other run back. Maybe. Still leaves the draw. I do think they need to remove the red stone on the right side. This one's got to go. The question is, where is the best spot to roll here? Just don't want to hit this high. Gotta come up. No, they're not going to like this. Not the worst, though. I think Uga's still sitting shot stone. Sitting 1-3-4. Sarah Bush with her first, looking to come around top 4. Working this one really hard. The line's good. Looks like it's going to crash the guard. Not enough weight. Eric Crumwell with his first, looking to come around top 4. Kind of hung a duck out there, and now a chance for Charlotte to hit and roll under with Hack Wader. Got it maybe tucked a third under. This one's hanging a little wide. Gonna roll away. It is shot stone, however. Chance to make the draw a little bit better this time. coming up short now opens the door for Charlotte. They're already shot. Chance to sit 1 and 2 here. Jimmy Rizzuccia with his first, looking to draw top 4 here. This will have to come down. This looks pretty hot. All right, chance for Jason Galewski to show him how it's done here. Needs a good one here with all these guards in play. Whoever can get to the 4-foot first here is going to have a huge advantage. First rock 8-10 for Jason Galewski, looking to draw top 4. Sweepers are on this early. I don't know, Sweepers overbaked that. It took too much ice or a little wide. Didn't curl. Not sure why they're not throwing the draw here. It looks like they're throwing a hit. Hit and roll to the forefoot. Charlotte sitting one, last rock coming. Last rock, eighth end. Jason Galupski looking for the forefoot. Looks like a steal of one. Again, got wide again on the draw. So we tied at 4-4 after regulation. We'll play another. And Utica with the yellow rocks will have the last rock advantage here and the extra end. Bonus curling here on Saturday morning in our last pool game in Pool A. Our two undefeated teams, Charlotte and Utica, are vying for a coveted spot and direct entry into the semifinals for the championship playoff. So we'll do it again, this time without the advantage of being up one. Utica with the yellow rocks will have the last rock advantage. It's like Jason had the right weight on his draw, it just got out a little wide, or they had the wrong ice. For that, I think they were a little outside. Didn't curl in that spot. So we'll do it again here in the ninth end. In our other remaining game, Ocean State and Rochester 2 are tied up at 7 after 7 ends of play. They're about an end behind. Just starting the 8th end now. Ocean State has the last rock advantage in that tilt over on sheet 2. Meanwhile, in our feature game, we are all tied up, all singles. We're tied up 4-4 in an extra. Utica with the yellow rocks will have the last rock advantage here. And Audrey Foote coming up with light on a come around. Bit of a faux pas with Hammer being light up the middle. Now 2 guards up front for Charlotte. They can wrap around early. They can toss a 3rd guard, which is what they're going to do. And a 2nd guard goes up for Charlotte. Promising start for them here in the extra end. Now it's a race to the 4-foot. Audrey Foote for her 2nd. Again, getting wide. Doesn't curl there, and it's a little heavy. I think pretty much has been the story of this game. The ends that Utica's lost control of, they've been just a touch wide on their come-arounds and hits. Three guards in play. I think it's an opportune moment for Charlotte to go ahead and get around to the 4-foot. I don't see much advantage in delaying. Could clear a couple of guards here. Two-thirds of a rock with POH should lose both of the top guards. Two-thirds of the red should lose both red guards. Alyssa Foote, she can certainly bring the weight. Rearrange things a little bit. But now only a single red guard on the center line. And no easy draw path in. They'll have to tap. Not sure that's how they diagrammed it up, but it did work. It raised the outside guard to the back 8. take a chance to run this center guard off and make access to the 4-foot a little bit easier for Utica. Lose a foot with a peel attempt here. Might be a little tight here. I want to make sure you roll away. Yeah, not bad. Opened it up, moved shot stone to the back 8. Things getting very interesting again, just like they did in the 8th. Good center guard. Gonna have to peel that away. Really no access to the 4-foot unless you move some guards. Looking at the double peel here, yellow on to red. Probably about 2/3 of a stone here. And that's just superb. Really nice shot by Eric Crummah. Got rid of 2 guards. Now the front of the house is wide open. Probably need at least one more center guard here. Probably too early to go around the corner. Maybe with your first or second skip rock. Try to tuck one around the corner. This one is coming in. That'll give Eric Crummah a chance to run this through again. Might get a double too. That would be a bonus. Just want to make sure you kill shot rock here. Not jam it on the back. To be honest, they hit roll under the corner for a shot. That might be really advantageous. Nice weight looks like here from Eric. Anything but a jam here. And that's just fine. And that's going to force Charlotte to play on shot stone. Almost got the double. I'm not sure the double was necessary, but important thing was get rid of shot stone and force Charlotte to play on the shooter, which they've done. Wonder if your best practical chance here is just to try a hit and roll partly under the corner guards. Set 1 and 2. Maybe into this position here. Just enough to make it difficult to remove. Then set 1, 2 and hope for a hit and roll out. Or for a missed draw. Probably your best bet. First rock, 9th end for Jimmy Rizzucha for Charlotte. Made quite a few hit and rolls this game. Looking to make another one. Oh, and that rolled to a pretty good spot. Probably only two good options here. One is just to go ahead and draw around the corner for shot rock. That's option number one. At least that gives you the advantage of having thrown a draw. You could hit and stick on the back one, and that would force Charlotte to chase. They'll have to either freeze, which is probably what their best option would be, or hit. It probably doesn't offer much, and then you have to draw the 4-foot with backing to win the game. Depends on how your skip is feeling. If they want to practice their draw weight, I think going around the corner is a good way to get a good feel for your last shot, because it's probably going to have to be a draw to the 4-foot to win. One thing that has to happen when you throw this draw is you've got to stick it. Don't be short. And cut off your access to the 4-foot. You'd almost be tempted to come around the outside. First shot, extra end here for Jason Golubski, just looking to draw around. Shot rock behind the corner guard. Sweepers are working hard on this. I'm not sure it's going to make the house, and it's going to clog up the middle a little bit. Not what he was looking for. Now a chance for Charlotte to go top 4 under the corner. Ice could be getting a little slower up the middle with 9 ends of play here. Could be getting a little fudgy in the slide path. Couple options we're looking at. One is just to bite top 8 up here so that rock can't be hit for shot rock. The other one is to just go ahead and draw around behind the corner and sit on the 4-foot and shrink up the scoring area a little bit. Looks like they're going to try to go top 8 or bite top 8. They throw this perfect, they'll force Jason to throw the wide out turn draw maybe. Last shot, 9th end for Jimmy Rizzucha for Charlotte. And this is going to be a little light. It's going to leave a draw path for Jason Golubski. Just needs to draw to the back one for the win. And it may be getting a little slow up the middle. That one really grabbed and curled pretty hard. Well, this is why they pay his skips the big bucks. Got a wide open 4-foot here for the win. Got some backing. Full 8-foot will be enough. If I'm on the front end sweeping these shots, just put it on the tee line. Last rock, extra ends, Jason Golubski. Line is okay. Panicked a bit there in the beginning. Looking pretty good. And he's drawn the pin for the win. Jason Golubski with a clutch draw. Utica wins 5-4. Congratulations to them. They advance directly to the semifinal in the championship rounds. That game was everything we thought it would be. Got very exciting. All singles right up until the end. We'll be back with you at 1 o'clock, maybe a bit later because of the lateness of this draw. with our last Pool B game, featuring undefeated teams in that pool as well. Until then, this is Roger Ouellette for the Utica Curling Channel. See you later.